In this recording in our series of drilling operations, we will continue on with the regular drill. Now that we have completed our spot drill operation, I'm going to do save and copy to bring us to a new operation that already includes the geometry that we had previously. And now we need to choose a tool. So we'll click on Tool and go to Select. I want to create a drill tool. So I'll double click on drill. Right now the value over here is 6 millimeters. You can see that also over here when I click on the D on the bottom, it also highlights that. Now the actual diameter of the drill is the one that I'd like to have that'll give me the exact value for this hole, for the pre-tap hole. The way I get that value in there is simply by clicking on the hole while that's highlighted. Click on the hole, and you see it will automatically put in the proper value for that drill size. I'll accept that, and now we're going to go to our levels page. In our levels, this time my drill depth is going to be to the bottom of the hole. So I'll click over here, just go to the bottom of the hole, and click on the edge of the bottom. And that value we put in there automatically. And as far as the depth type, I want the full diameter of the drill to go to that depth. And if I want, I can also give it a little bit of a delta that it goes a touch past. So say minus 0.5 millimeters. Now in my technology, instead of G81, this time I'm going to use G83, a pecking cycle. In the data of my pecking cycle, we have all the different options available to us through our machine, and the only one I'm going to deal with right now is the actual step down. I'm going to give it a step down of every, say, 3 millimeters. I'll click on OK, and I'll do Save and Calculate. If we take a look again at our simulation, and again, I'll use the side view of the part in the wireframe mode, we can see that our drill will go down. And again, I will zoom in to this area, and you can see where the bottom of the hole is, and you can see the following. It'll go down, back up, peck down, peck further on down, further, until it's finished. Then, when it gets to its final depth, you see it's past the full diameter with an additional 0.5 millimeter past. Continue on up, and then it'll go to the next hole. Now, let's stop for a moment. Take a look also at the levels area. If we take a look at the levels, we have right now clearance level and safety distance from upper. What would happen if I put it on safety distance from upper? Let's take a look at our simulation. Do its pecking. That's all fine. And when it finishes the hole, it'll go back up to the safety level of that surface and then continue. But what's the problem with this? If I do that, I finish these 4 holes. When it will go to this area over here, it actually clashes through the part. How can we avoid that? Let's go back into our operation and let's go back to our levels. In our levels, we have what we call milling levels, user defined. If I were to click on by updated stock, what happens is it looks at to where the actual stock is, and then we'll go to the lower level of that hole. Now, when I go to my technology, I have the option called shortest distance. Shortest distance, it'll again take the shortest distance between the holes, and because it realizes that there's stock here, it will jump over that. Let's take a look exactly how that works. I'll do this again one step at a time. You see it'll go down, and then when it finishes that hole, it will jump up over this area and then continue on back down with these holes over here until it finishes them all. So by using the updated stock, it also recognizes the areas where it needs to avoid, and will jump over that and using the shortest distance. In our next recording, we will go into tapping the holes.